Hi everybody, Jo here again. How are you doing? I hope you're doing okay and I hope you're having a lovely day. Now thanks for popping in, and today I'm going to continue on our Lavinia calendar journey, and today we're going to look at February. Now I've taken my inspiration from Tracy's artwork at the base, and at the base of the design she's put this lovely design here. And she does this somewhere on the bottom part where we've got the lovely spaces ready for our dates. And so what I've done, this was already here. So the design I've come up with, and as you know, I do mine first on a piece of multifarious card, and I just use one 8 inches by 6 inches just because it gives me an idea of what it's going to look like. So this is the design I've come up with. So going on the theme of February, so I wanted some hearts in there, and I'm using the beautiful red oak leaves and our lovely acorns again to match. And I've used the mini flutter and I've stamped it here and the little hearts just so that design has a bit of a continuation. Now, as I've mentioned before, I just put a piece of copy paper bent over here so that I can then rest on this. It's just the way that I work, but you will get your own way of working. And a couple of pieces of copy paper under just here in case I ink off the sides. Now I'm going to start to get my heart shape. I've gone for one of our sticker stencils, and this is off the Nature and Nurture collection. And don't worry, mine's white, and this was an original one before we had the clear one, so yours will be clear. And I'm just going to pop that sort of central-ish. There we go, just have a look, yes. And I'm going to come in with confetti. So the elements I've gone for confetti, and as always, I'm just blending in the lid. And I'm just gently, just coming on the sticker stencil first. And then just coming round the heart to give myself an idea of that sort of frame. Because to stamp that heart design, if I've got an idea first, that will help. So I'm happy with that. So I'm going to come in now with my stencil. And this is Replenish, again, going on that heart theme. So I'm just going to look. Now I've put a tiny bit of stencil in there so I know I can come to there. So I'm thinking, just going to pop it there, and again blend in the lid and just put some nice gentle stencil work using the same colour all the way round. And again, tone on tone, and up in that corner, and you know I like my diagonals, so down in this corner. If I want to have a look, oh yeah, that's building up nicely. I'm just going to come in a little bit deeper over where I've got that pink, just so it pops a bit more. Yeah, happy with that. And then the flow. That I'm going to keep to one side next to Mr. Eric, and I'm going to give that a spritz. And I'll use that in my journal. So what I can do now is peel this off, and again I'll give that a clean after, just warm soapy water. And now for the stamping. So I've got the red oak leaves, and I'm going to come in with, I've got Sand Dune, or Sandra June as I called her, and Portobello and Fallen Leaves. So I'm going to start with the lighter colour first, that's Sand Dune. There's 3 stamps on the red oak leaves. We've also got the white oak leaves. They've got a sort of more of a rounded leaf. I'm going to start with the larger one first, and I'm just going to ink up in the corner because I don't really want the stem. So I'm just going to wipe that stem. And I want my stamping to come out and round. So I'll pop one there, and then this side I want it to come this way. Now I don't want these to be symmetrical. This one just catching that, so I'm just going to wipe. So I think we could possibly have one there, and maybe a second generation. So I'm going to leave that there. And then I'm going to come in with Portobello and go for the next size. And I'm just going to build up, and again, inking up in that corner if possible, just to avoid that little stem. And I just want to, oh, now there. So if that happens, look, I was obviously a bit quick lifting it up, as we do. So I'll just pop another one. Doesn't matter. And all I'm going to do is build up the design, but being mindful on both sides. I don't want that stem, but also I want to try and follow the shape. And again, we're coming outwards. I have to keep saying that to myself because I am liable to forget and go the opposite way. So I'll stop there, and then I'm coming in with Fallen Leaves, which is my deepest of the colours, and I'm coming in with the smaller one. I just thought the smaller one was better in the darker colour. So we'll have one there. And this, you can just build up that shape. So we want that lovely heart shape. Maybe a second there. Oh yeah, I like that. So again, if you've only got 2 of the brown inks, remember you've got your second generation, and that will just give you an extra colour tone. So this one here, maybe a little bit cheeky there to bring that. Now, if there's any bits where you just want to fill in, again, but I'm happy with that. I like that shape. So I'll stop there, but I am going to come in with our acorns. Now, what I've done is I've cut myself a little mask. So I've stamped on our Lavinia masking sheet and just made myself a little mask of the acorn, and as you can see, I've used it already. And you can use these, I get about 6 or 7 uses out of them. And I just want a nice bunch of these hanging. Now, it could be you want the hearts here, but I just wanted to tie in the acorns where Tracy's drawn them at the base of the card. So I'll pop the mask on. So again, when you're stamping a grouping, remember you stamp the foreground first. So if you're doing houses, you'd stamp the nearest house first and then mask it, and then work your way back. So we've got one more. Now, I've only got one mask made. So do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to tear myself a little piece of copy paper because I just want to put... So I'll pretend that's another mask, and I'm just going to put, I want a third, and I'm using second generation so it looks like it's behind as well. That's where your second generation really comes in. And this I just store on the back of the acetate that my lovely stamp is on. Now, while I've got that colour, I'm going to come in with my mini flutter. And as you know, I love this. It's such a useful stamp. Now, I am being mindful to try and not keep putting my block over, because if you remember last year, I did drop the ink pad on my work. So I'm really trying hard. So I want one butterfly there. And just be mindful when you're stamping near this little hinge here. And then this one we're going to put down here. And I'm hoping you can see this okay. It's quite a large thing to put on your desk. So now to follow that design, we just need some lovely hearts. Now in our mini stamps, we've got 2. We've got the single heart and we've got the group of hearts. And the colour I've gone for is baby pink. We have some brighter pinks. I've just gone for baby pink because I don't want them to be too bright. I want them to sort of be in the background. But it might be you want them to be a bit stronger. So maybe use one of your deeper pinks. And I've just gone for a little bit down there and then up there. And then with the single one, I want to almost keep this idea. So I'm going to start and put pink on my thumb. Right, take that off, missus. And then I'm going to pop one over here and one up here. And then I want this flow into there. So I'm thinking one there and then just one more here, just so I've got that continuity. And then time to add a little bit of colour. So I've gone to my Modulars pencils, and the colours I've gone for, again, you can use any colours, but I know some of you like to know 36, 131, 4, 1, 32, 132 and 170. And basically all it is, I decided the 2 reds and the pink are for the lovely butterflies. And I'm just doing a little bit of red nearest to the body and then a little bit more red. And then finally that pink. And I am going to blend this with the Wink of Stella, the clear. You could use a water brush, but I'm not going right to the edge because my Wink of Stella will do that for me. So next to these lovely acorns, and I'm just going to come in with the black first where there's going to be shadow. So here, you see, you'll get quite a bit of shadow on this one because it's behind the other two. And Tracy, if you look, she's drawn the lines, look, where you'll get that shadow. And then I'll just come in with the brown and almost fill in towards the centre. Now you could use a dark brown and a light brown for your highlights. I'm just going for a brown and then bringing in a touch of yellow. So with the yellow, and again, I'm going to blend with the Wink of Stella. So if you're thinking, Jo, you're not being very careful with that colouring, that's just because the Wink of Stella is going to do the blending for me. I'll just add a touch more brown and then come in with the clear Wink of Stella and just blend that. And the colours will blend. And I'm just leaving a small area in the middle for that lovely highlight. And look how you can move that colour, and especially that black, it really adds to that shade. Now again, if you get the black on the nib and you want to go into the brown, just clean it on your kitchen roll. As you know, I tend to lean on kitchen roll. It just stops me getting marks on my work because again, you want to sort of protect your calendar page as much as possible. So we'll come in now and blend this one. And when it dries, we'll get that lovely, sparkly loveliness. So again, it's important to give it a clean now before I go in to the butterflies because I don't want brown on the pink. And the reason I've gone for brown and pink is I think it goes with the theme that Tracy's with her little illustration at the base of the page. And I've got pink for my romance in February. But as you know, I love brown and pink. It's a lovely combination. And if you've not used it before, I do urge you, right, let's just clean that. It goes back to clean, look. I do urge you to give it a go. Now, don't forget you've got sticker stencils if you want to add any lovely words, if you want to add any more love to it. The last little thing I would do is come in with my mangaka and add my white highlights. But as you know, when it's dry, these will look, so I will go over this, but I'll come back over when my Wink of Stella's dry because the white highlights will show up more. Wet on wet now, they tend to just blend. So if ever this seems watery or your Posca does, if you're putting it on something wet, it's just blending wet on wet. And then finally, I've got my lovely pink sparkly Posca. Now, you know I love the yellow sparkly Posca. Well, here we've got the pink one. And I'm just going to move that. If you don't want pink in here, you could pop your little sticker stencil back on, but I'm just holding mine close, look, so I know exactly where I'm going to get those splatters. Around that butterfly. Then I'm just going to move it up a little, look, to follow the line down here and just go along the base. And there we go. If I take that out and move that, there's the whole. So we've got the lovely design at the top, and then it follows. So the whole page, when I can see it, how beautiful is that? Now, it might be you need a wedding card, so I'm hoping this idea might work for a wedding card. And again, you could put the colours the same as the bridesmaids wearing, or the flowers. So I'm hoping you've enjoyed that, and I'm hoping it's given you an idea. Please share your February page when you create it. I can't wait to see what you do. So I'll pop back next week. You be good and look after yourselves. Much love and hugs from me. Bye for now.